Hello friends, welcome to the Entrant. In this video, I will familiarize you with the important legal developments of this week, starting with our today's video. First, the lawyer seeks to move contempt of court against Prashant Bhushan. Advocate Sunil Kumar Singh wrote a letter to Attorney General of India K.K. Venugopal seeking his consent to move a criminal contempt proceedings against Prashant Bhushan due to his tweets. Next, Supreme Court directions referred to expediting all the cases involving MLA MP said MJ Akbar versus Priya Ramani case. The Supreme Court has observed that there is a minor difference between the Supreme Court's directions in the Ashwani case and the Delhi High Court's notification. The former uses the word involving or with respect to, but the latter noted that only cases filed against the MPs and MLAs can be entertained. Moving further, Bombay High Court fined Rs 1 lakh to a man who hit doctor over COVID-19 death. After COVID-19 patient's death, a person accused for beating up doctors on duty has now amounted to compensate. Bombay High Court has imposed a hefty fine and was directed to cough up Rs 1 lakh for the CM's relief fund within 2 weeks for coronavirus care as a condition for pre-arrest bail. Next, former High Court judge forcibly tried to enter retired judge's house. Supreme Court calls it unfortunate. High Court Judge C.S. Karnan forcibly trying to enter retired Supreme Court judge's residence and pleaded for bringing in the provisions of Information and Technology Act as well. Honorable Justice A.M. Khanwilkar, leading the bench, called the incident unfortunate and asked to take suitable action with regards to the complaint, and has also suggested to move the appropriate authorities to seek all the remedies possible. Next, Apex Court says the operation of High Court order to restrain MP physical polls. The Apex Court said that we stay the operation of judgment but direct Election Commission to consider the issues referred to in the order and proceed with the matter in accordance with the law. Court didn't express anything about the merits of case, but all the contentions are left open. Next, Supreme Court tries to evade RTI query on live streaming implementation. Mr. Saurabh Das, a Puducherry activist, filed an application before the Supreme Court seeking to know the delay in the implementation of live streaming with reference to the case of Swapnil Tripathi versus Supreme Court of India, where the court tried to evade from the answers, saying order in the case is under consideration. Next, contempt proceedings initiated against Union Minister Pokhriyal, stayed by Supreme Court in non-payment of rent case. The Apex Court noted that the Uttarakhand High Court had required Union Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal to pay the dues and any such remaining amount that was outstanding. For the recovery, directions were given to the state and amount was to be paid in 6 months. Next, duty of courts to inform accused of default bail rights. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court in the case of M. Ravindran versus the intelligence officer said that it is the duty of the courts to inform the accused about his right of default bail once it comes to them. Thus, the courts also criticized prosecutors who file additional complaint before court to defeat the indivisible right of the accused. Next, Supreme Court asks Allahabad High Court to monitor CBI investigation in Hathras case. Advocate Seema Kushwaha, who appeared for the victim's family, had urged the court to transfer the trial of the proceedings after investigation to Delhi. Also, senior advocate Indira Jaisingh has submitted that a fair trial is not expected in the state UP. Earlier, the case was transferred from UP Police to CBI. Next, a petition filed by CA aspirants adjourned by the Supreme Court to hear next on November 2. The petitioners urged that since the aspirants have put too much effort and many inconsistency or discrepancy would amount to infringement of their Article 19(1)(g) of the Constitution of India, that is their fundamental right. Moving further, Supreme Court remarked the incorrigible conduct of Madhya Pradesh government. The Supreme Court dismissed a special leave petition filed by the state of Madhya Pradesh with a delay of 588 days and has marked that the state continuously doing the same thing and it seems to be incorrigible conduct. The court has imposed Rs 35,000 on the state as a fine. Next, Supreme Court said acquittal does not conclude disciplinary inquiry. The Supreme Court bench of Justice D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice Indira Banerjee upheld the dismissal of police constable, said that dismissal can be done even if the person had been acquitted in the case. The Supreme Court noted that in Southern Railway Officers Association versus Union of India, it has been held that an order of dismissal can be passed even if the official has been acquitted of the said charges. Supreme Court. Next, Supreme Court orders for all petitions regarding personal guarantee under IBC to transfer to itself. A plea was filed by IBBI seeking transfer of case on the ground of multiplicity of proceedings and to avoid conflicting judgments on account of pendency of similar issues across high courts. Thereby, the Supreme Court has ordered for transfer of petition across all high courts in relation to personal guarantors under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code to itself. Next, Supreme Court directed all the state governments to ensure day ration is provided to sex workers in this pandemic situation. A bench led by Justice L. Nageshwara Rao has directed all the state governments to get help from the National AIDS Control Organization following the standard operating procedure and Legal Services Authority to identify sex workers and maintain confidentiality pertaining to the identity of sex workers, and also directed to ensure dry ration is being provided in an adequate amount to uniformly to them in this COVID-19 situation. Officers designated under Section 53 of NDPS Act can exercise all investigating powers under CRPC Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, while deciding the case of Tufan Singh versus State of Tamil Nadu, said that all the officers designated under Section 53 of Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985 have all the powers of police officers that are under CRPC, including the right to file charge sheet. The court held this setting aside and the judgment of Rajkumar Karwal versus Union of India. Next, the Supreme Court applied the mirror order in transnational child custody case. A mirror order is one where the court allows a child to shift to a foreign nation with the condition that he/she has to attain the same order from the competent court there. Supreme Court bench by 2:1 majority had applied the concept of mirror order and granted custody to the child of his father located in Kenya. Next, NCLAT order. Financier cannot claim status of secured creditor. National Company Law Appellate Tribunal said holding that registration of a vehicle under Motor Vehicles Authority Section 51 1988 does not qualify as registered charge for a valid claim before a liquidator. With that, it rejected the plea of Volkswagen Finance Private Limited. NCLAT referred various Supreme Court's decision and said that the appeal fails and so is dismissed. That's all for today's episode. Thanks a lot for patiently watching and hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please comment and share and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more news updates. See you all next weekend. Signing off. Bye-bye.